Hello, this is Thomas, K4SWL. If you're new here, I like to do real-time, real-life amateur radio field activation videos. And I've just pulled into Tuttle Educational State Forest here. It's sort of close to Morganton, North Carolina. I come out here a whole lot. This is a park that's pretty convenient to my travels, and it was today. That was the deal today. In fact, I did not think I'd be able to fit in a park activation. I had some unexpected travels today, and on the way home I see that I have right around an hour of time that I can squeeze out. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to do a little activation because, if I'm being honest, I just need a little radio therapy. No kidding. I kind of talk about this from time to time, but I find field radio to be so therapeutic for me. And a lot of it is I come out to, like a nice park like this, even though they're mowing yards and stuff, and I can hear that over here. It's still really peaceful, and it's just nice to get out. When I do a summit activation, I really enjoy the hike and being outdoors as well. And for just a moment, you kind of forget about everything you've got to deal with. Things are on your schedule that you're working on. And frankly, this summer's been filled with a lot of activity for me. We've had a lot of home projects going on. We've had family things, family events and activities. And we've had, I've actually had a lot of projects that I scheduled for the summer, thinking the summer would be kind of quiet, and it was just kind of the opposite of that. It's been so busy. I haven't been able to get a lot of time to do POTA. In fact, I would notice on my videos now, I'm starting to be more current than I normally am, which is great in a way. I kind of like that. I don't like being way behind on way ahead on my videos, I should say. So you're not watching videos that are already 3 months old or something. But I also kind of like to be in a position where I can, at least know sort of what my activations look like for the next, week or two. And actually, I don't plan those activations. I just kind of think, can I fit in maybe 1 or 2 activations in a week? And normally I like to fit in 2 activations per week. That's sort of my norm, and it's what I like doing. And it's been challenging this year, really challenging. If you know me, I don't really actually plan my activations. Like, this is planning today. I finished up with some stuff I was doing, started heading home, and I could see where I've had an hour. I haven't scheduled this activation, haven't prepared my logs, haven't done anything. But this morning I was smart enough just to throw my KX2 kit in the car, just as kind of just an afterthought. I do have another radio in the car. I always have my SW3B in the car in the little pack that's behind my driver's headrest. And I did a video on that one. And so that's always there. I can always do an activation. But if I want to film it, then I need to bring my bigger pack that has my camera gear in it. And I need to have some way for the audio to be shared on the video. So either I need to take a separate audio recorder or bring a speaker or something like that for these radios, like the SW3B, which really have no built-in speaker, nothing like that. So, yeah. Oh, but today's really nice. It's hot out here. It's probably 88 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's pretty toasty. But I'm in the shade, and I hope I'll stay in the shade. That's the reason I picked out this particular site here, with the idea that I'd be in the shade here a little bit. But I need my radio therapy. This really takes me away from everything I'm doing. Gives me a chance to just kind of connect with my POTA community, play a little radio, hang out here with you for a little while, and have no other agenda. It reminds me, it's kind of funny because field radio stuff reminds me of mountain biking. When I mountain bike, Nothing else is on my mind except mountain biking, and therefore it kind of takes me out of everything else I'm doing. Work takes me out of all my projects, all these other things, plans, all that stuff. And for just a moment, I just forget about all those things, and I always feel so much better afterwards. So that's the reason I like doing this. And I better get started today because I do have roughly almost 1 hour to do this activation. I can take up to an hour, and then I need to hit the road again. So let's go ahead and get set up. I'll go ahead and film this whole thing. I'm looking here, and I think I'll just shoot a line into one of these branches right here above the picnic table. Although I do have a fairly long feed line. You know, I could shoot it across this tree actually, and use the feed line to go across. Let's just see. I'll set up the camera over here, and hopefully you can see this okay. By request, I have really been trying to add in my antenna deployments when I can. I heard loud and clear that you guys wanted more of that, so that's what I'm doing. Let's see if I can adjust this so you may be able to see me do it. You'll watch me do my hop. Someone said it looks like a, what was it, Frank? I think it's Frank Howell who said, I always look like a kid that's like really excited when I actually do the throw, because I do have to kind of jump. I don't know why. It's just like the momentum of everything helps me direct where it goes. But I just find it so much fun. It's so much fun to do the throw line part. So here we go. Let's see if we can make this work today. I brought my easy throw line. I have to say that this cube is not the most portable thing. If I'm doing summits on the air or something, I don't use it. And I often just use this little tiny mini, I call it my mini throw line kit. And you'll see links to all these things in my field activation video. Well, I should say my field reports on qrpeer.com. This one's not as portable, even when you fold it up. I mean, if you were putting it in a backpack, it's kind of bulky, but it's lightweight. But, by golly, it makes doing this stuff so easy, so incredibly easy. And look at that. This will be definitely just a vertical, because I'm going to use my, before I speak, I need to make sure I know what I have in my pack here. I think I've got this reminds me, so last year I spent the entire summer in Canada, literally 2 months straight in Canada. And so I wasn't as busy. I got to do a lot more POTA and stuff, because when you're not home, you can't do home projects. Like right now, my wife and I are painting our house inside, sort of one room at a time. It's a pretty tedious process. If I'm being honest, I'm not the biggest fan of painting. I can do it, but I'm not that great at it actually. And so yeah, let's see here. Grab one of my feed lines. Let's use this one. Do you think I'll use this key this time? I'll use this kit here. Kind of putting things together here. Let's see, this is one of my, I call bare bones throw line kits, which is just basically 2mm Marlowe line and a weight. This works perfectly fine. It's 25 meters of this stuff. That's all I really need to get a line in a tree. It takes a little longer to pack up, but actually not that much more. Let's see what antenna I'm going to use today. Will I use the Pactenna? I'll use the Pactenna. I think the other option I have, I'm going to use the Pactenna today. That's what I'll do. Kind of want a random wire antenna. I don't know what bands I'll be on. I have no clue what bands I'll be on, in fact. So this will be set up, like I said, as a vertical. And the glass is on here. Now, I will say, being gone for 2 months in Canada last year, there's a downside to that too, which is basically when you neglect stuff that long, you're gonna pay for it eventually. And so when I came back, you know, I had an extremely busy fall. I agreed to do a lot of things this summer. You know, some amateur radio club presentations, which I enjoy doing, actually. I find it kind of fun. And some articles, which I also enjoy doing. But yeah, when I'm busy though, it makes me realize, like, why did I do that? Now you're wondering probably why I'm doing this. It's because I wanted to try something. I like using my 17-foot counterpoise on the side of this antenna. However, when I do that, it means I can't deploy the antenna the way I normally do, which is, I'm really rough on this antenna. What I do is I clip it to the line and I just start pulling the line up and I just let this thing go crazy. I'll show you actually what I do. We'll see if this helps, because with the counterpoise on here, I can't really do that because the counterpoise starts to get tangled up in it and everything. So we'll see here. So all I do, I go over here. We'll save this throw weight because I'm going to take the throw weight and use it as a little bit of a counterweight. Now, I could make some other kind of loop for this, but I'm going to do my simple, I don't know if I can hold this and show you at the same time. This is sort of a simple loop that I do anytime I'm putting an antenna up. So basically I push this through, pull this around this side like this. It's hard for me to do knots slowly. Come around like this, make it tight, cinch it. Then whenever I'm done with it, I just have to pull this out and it all comes out. But it actually holds really tightly. So throw this on the ground. And if I did this correctly, it won't get tangled. We'll see if this works. And hopefully you can see this when I start pulling it up. So I'm going to go over here to where the line is and start pulling this guy up. Now that is how I like to deploy my antenna. That right there. It's so quick, so easy, just done. Now I need to take the counterpoise off, and this since I wrapped it around here to hold it, I need to pull this back off. And I just have to unwind this like this. It's not a big deal. This is only 17 feet, so the counterpoise is not very long. Oh, it feels nice under this tree, actually. It's warm today, but not horrible. Okay, so where should I put the line? I'm just going to string it out here. Now, just to kind of hold this in place, we'll go over here to the end of the line. And this is mainly if it gets a little windy or something. You just want like a little counterweight on here to hold the antenna up. It doesn't need it, but I just put like a really simple knot in here, just enough to hold the weight, and boom. It may lift it a little bit, but when I put my feed line on it and stuff, it'll kind of pull it back down, but it'll be fine. This is basically, it's set up as a vertical right now. That line is completely vertical in that tree. So I have a 31-foot random wire vertical. Okay, now let's take this and deploy it. I always mention, if you're not into watching the antenna deployment, all you gotta do is scroll or put your pointer over the timeline there in YouTube, and you can skip to the chapter you want to see. I'm going to stretch out the line a little bit. And I want to take a picture for my blog. Always check in the description below, and you'll see a link to qrpr.com, and that's where I put these things. So I'm going to take a picture of the antenna. This helps me remember what I've used in the video later when I'm putting all of my gear in my field report. Set up right here. It's going to take me a little while just because I'm being very casual about this today. Again, this is all about radiotherapy here. I'd be really curious if any of you feel that same way too. Like when you go out and do an activation, don't you just like feel $1 million when you're done with it? Oh, that's how I feel. That is how I feel. Okay. Let's make some space here. Here we go. Make sure you can see everything, okay? Maybe I'll just, I'll use this. I'll use the bigger one this time. Okay, so let's just start here. That way I'm not just throwing away this paper. These Right in the Rain pads are not cheap, but they're really nice and I like them. So let's see here. K4861 Tuttle Educational State Forest. Today is the 12th of July 2023, and this will be my KX2 and Pactena in fed random wire. I like to remember what I've used when I go out in the field. Let's see if I actually brought, oh, you know what? I probably got one in this other pack anyway, but I like these little, one of my readers turned me on to these. Again, I linked to these in my video, or in my field report on qrpr.com. I like these. They're just so easy to use. I don't use them for audio. I only use them for like my keys, but it makes it really easy to connect a key up to a radio. Now we'll get our antenna, because I'm not going to forget to plug in my antenna this time. True story. I did do that with my True SDX. Still can't believe I did that, to be honest. Can't believe I did that. I ran it for a while without an antenna. Let's see if I can prop this up a little further for you here. And now let's adjust this so you can see it really nicely. Okay, how about that? That's about as good as I can get here. I can't really get rid of all of the glare because there's just so much contrast with these trees. Okay, here we go. Set up my Hammers app, and I'll also need to... Oh, all these phone calls. I've gotten so many spam phone calls today, it's not even funny. Here we go. Hammers. Oh, so I need to be very patient today. We had radio blackouts yesterday. The bands really haven't recovered from it yet. I mean, we may be here for a while just to get our 10, if we can get our 10. But I'm fine with that. Again, this is all about going out and playing radio. It's sort of like, I know people who love fishing even when they don't catch fish. Yeah, that's me with radio. I mean, luckily these days we can almost always get our activations done, but when we can't, that's okay too. Just submit your logs if you've only got even 3. That's one thing that came up recently. Someone's asking, you know, do you actually submit your logs if you only have, say, 3 contacts instead of a full 10? Absolutely. It shows up as an incomplete activation, like it shows up as a not validated activation in the POTA system. But this isn't a contest. This is just, the thing is, you want to upload it so that the hunters actually get credit. So the hunters will get credit for the park. You'll get credit for having been at the park, but it may not be considered a complete activation or a validated activation. But that's okay. Who cares? Who cares? That's not why we're out here. Okay, Ant. I know I'm in your territory, but I really don't want you to like bug me either. Let's see. There we go. Just relocating you. Temporarily. 13 more will come back. Ants love me. Should I start on 20 meters? I'm hearing some activity there. Oh, I got in bypass mode. Let's move the ATU to auto. One to one. That's nice. Now, before I forget, put KX2 in here to be a placeholder. And now I'm going to go, let's see, I got to use my glasses here to see where I'm going. Go to the POTA site. Okay. Let's go to the POTA site. I know I always have internet here. It's not super strong, but it's usually enough for me to spot myself. You can see I've got like just 2 bars. It goes down to 1 bar every once in a while. Okay, let's see. Let's see if anybody's here on this frequency. .0623. Is that how I do it? Frequency in kilohertz. I get it screwed up sometimes because SOTA does it differently. 0.3. Oh, RBN spotted me. I did this trick recently to see when I'm spotted by, I put my own call sign in the in a ham alert so I can get, I know when I've been spotted, basically, I can tell if the RBN's working. That's a neat trick, actually. Because sometimes you're sitting here and you're like, I'm not getting any calls back. Am I making it on the RBN or whatever? And this way you kind of... Messed that up. I forgot to have my preamp on. There's a little noise today. I can't hear anything there. I don't think that's for me. I think that's off frequency. Boy, K9IS is usually very strong. That's how bad the bands are today. Oh, great to get you. Well, I tell you what, there's a contester type person next to me. Okay, no go. Let's see, I may move. Okay. Oh boy, this is difficult. I'm just going to move further down the band here. You know that noise I'm hearing, that kind of grindy sound? I actually think that's, that was just a big branch falling down over there. One thing that, I don't know if you heard that on the camera or not, but I just heard a branch fall of a tree over here. That is one thing you have to watch out for when you're in the woods. And I always look, I don't think about it, I just look at it. You want to look for what they call widowmakers. which are big dead branches. You don't want those over you. Now, at a park like this, they take those things down so they're not over picnic tables. They're always looking for them, but it still doesn't hurt to look, especially if you're putting lines in trees, which could kind of like shake the tree a little bit, or shake, just kind of shake things up in the tree and knock a dead limb like that out. But anyway, that kind of grindy sound, whoops, I need to tune. I forgot to actually call QRN to, or QRL. What is up with me? There's just that noise, that kind of noise. That is probably actually QRN. This is probably just noisy atmospheric stuff that we're hearing, quite possibly. It is making it difficult to hear today because the band conditions are so poor that the signals aren't very loud. We did hear a couple punch through pretty loudly, but in general, like K9IS is always very, pretty much very loud in Wisconsin, and I was having a hard time hearing him. Now, I did hear N7CCD in Washington State more easily. I could probably turn up my side tone a little bit so you can hear it easier. Okay, let's see. Monitor, where is that? So once I've spotted myself, when I move frequency, since the RBN's picking me up, it should change my spot on the POTA website. I did turn on a little bit of noise reduction. I don't normally do that, but I don't run it heavily, but just enough to kind of knock down a little bit of the grindy sound and allow some of the these conditions are so rough. This is bad propagation. You hear they were like a 559 and now they're just gone. Okay, sorry. We may move down to the 30-meter band and see if the lower bands are doing better. Sorry, W5SNG, I'd like to... Oh, yeah, you got him. And he's coming way up. Thanks for coming back. Ooh. Sped that up a little bit more than I wanted to. I can't remember if I sent 30 or 30 meters. Did I put an M on that? I can't remember. Let's try 30 meters and see what happens here. It's a little more quiet than... I don't need the noise blanker on. There we go. The cine vice on 1013, 10113. I was kind of botching it up a bit too. Who knows? Who cares? Nobody's here but us, right? Let's go ahead and tune now. Let me take another photo while I can. Okay. RBN spotted me again. See, this is the thing about having this ham alert thing going. I'll say I just started using ham alert recently, and I put some of my friends in here so I could kind of, if I'm just hanging around the shack and I don't have the radio on, but I can hop on it really quickly, makes it really nice to work then. Gosh, I almost feel like I need the preamp on here. It's really quiet, but maybe the signals will be loud. Oh, let me text my buddies. Let's see. I think I was... Is that right? Is it in? I was right. Okay. Good to get you, Julia. Oh, got him again. Thanks for working me a second time, Bob. On a day like today, as he knows, because he is a crazy serious POTA and SOTA activator. Every bit counts. Ooh, you came up there. Signals are so weak today. I grab my wide brimmed hat here real quick. Sun's right on my neck. Got him. Um, well, let's try the 40 meter band now. It's hot out here. The sun coming in. This is the thing, you can't tell when you have a canopy like this when you're going to have this big splotch of sunlight that's going to come through. I don't mind the sun, but I don't want it on my neck this whole time on a hot day like today. So, okay, let's move this to 40 meters here on hammers. I've already got 12 contacts. I mean, I've got the activation done, but I can't help but go for a little bit longer. I've got another probably 15 minutes I can hang around on the air if I want to. Well, not including takedown time. Takedown time will take me a little bit of time, but not a lot. Here we go. Let's see. What am I doing? Right. 30 meters. Let's just go ahead and mark it here. Or 40 meters. CW. That way I know. Let me move up to my favorite spot or around it. Yeah, I don't want to get too close to that. It's hard to hear if somebody's there. Let me hold this and do the ATU one more time. There we go. So you can see a big difference when I'm holding it and not holding it, that extra body capacitance. Okay, let me send my buddies a message and tell them that I'm on. I didn't get to do it. It looks like I picked out actually the wrong place to have my... I like to have the radio in the shadows because it just shows up a little bit better for you to read. I could push it back a little bit further, but then it's going to make it difficult for you to see the radio. Let's see here. Yeah, that's not helping out any at all. Maybe you'll be able to see that. It's just a big contrast between the light and the dark here when it's like this, but hey. Most people just, sorry, I'm just listening. Most people only listen to my videos, so. One more time here, Brian. Got him. This is rough, isn't it, Brian? QSB, yep. That was rough. I was getting down into those ESP levels, as they say. My buddies Mike and Eric are telling me they're not hearing me at all right now. 40 meters must be even rougher than the rest of the bands. Why is my noise blanker on again? Tell you what we're going to do next. Good signal. Wow, you're strong. I'm just moving it off frequency here for a second. Actually, what I need to do is take a photo for the blog with it on 40 meters. There we go. Because I got to remember I was on 40 meters too when I'm writing up my report. This will help me do that. Let's see if we can't do a little hunting. I don't know who all is on the band right now, but let's just see. Okay, 1404. Let's see if there's anybody on 40 meters by chance. Oh, WC1M was actually at a park to park. Now, I was just thinking about this myself. So Bob was working me, and I'm willing to bet that what he did was he didn't send me his park to park or anything like that because the QSB is so strong today. You just don't want to spend that much time on the air because you could lose somebody in that amount of time. When QSB is strong like this, you kind of want to get in and out really quickly. I've heard other people tell me that their theory is they go really, really, really slowly during QSB, but I think that you need to go at a normal cadence or faster, maybe slightly faster, or just shorten the amount of stuff you send. You may have noticed I wasn't sending good afternoon and some of those contacts. I was kind of just shortening things just a little bit so that they could hear me when the swell came up and they were able to hear my signal before it go back down again. So I actually think that that's the thing to do. So I probably won't, even if I'm able to work anybody park to park, and there's nobody on 40 meters, which tells except me. So let's go in here and let's move to, first of all, let's move up to 17 meters and see if we can work Bob. Because he is on... No. That's an old one. He's been off that first 27 minutes. So let's go to Colorado here on 14 meters. There's a possibility I could hear somebody on 20 meters. 42.3. Well... Okay, so they've planted themselves in the middle of, let's go, I don't hear them there. I just hear the contest. Okay, let's see if I can hear WI0S. You know what I'll do is move off frequency a little bit. I hit tune real quick. There we go. Okay, we're already there, so it didn't. 63.3. You know what else I'll do? I'm going to move up to 10 watts. I don't know if I actually have enough. I was kind of confused there because I'm not used to. I like your fist. Good to get you in there. Okay, DK 9387. And that is at 1955. I'm going to have to pack up here in a second. I may try one more. Let's see if there's anybody else. There's probably not anybody else actually in a spot where I can hear them. Yeah, there's nobody else on. There are only 2 stations on right now with me, so that was fun. So we're going to call QRT right now. which is what I needed to do, to be honest. I'm done here. That was a lot of fun. So yeah, again, just to reiterate, when I have heavy QSB, which is fading, and by fading, I mean the signals come up, and you may hear them really, and they sound strong, and then they go back down again, and they can like disappear into oblivion. When they do that, like the extremes, like loud to like nothing, that's when you say that the QSB is deep, because it's really deep. Sometimes it can be shallow. It can be kind of shallow. And other times it can be really fast. It's where it'll go way up and then wash way down, and way up and then wash way down. Typically, though, when we have QSB, the wave will come up, and it's enough for you to get in and exchange in that amount of time before it starts to taper off again. So you want to keep your contacts kind of short, so people, they're able to listen. So if you know what to expect in a contact, if you know what to expect, what it sounds like, and and you're doing convention, then your brain can kind of hear it a little easier. I don't know why, but it just pops out a little easier because you know what to expect. If you slow way down, or you just do something funky, or you add a whole bunch to to your QSO, or your exchange, you add a bunch of extra stuff in it, it can make it really difficult for the other person, because if it's anything unexpected, it's harder for them to hear it, and they're thinking, oh gosh, what are they sending, So just keep it simple, get it done quickly, make your contact, and move on, because this is not the day for chit chat. It's kind of the day to get the contact done. And I do this for the person on the other end, because it's easy for me to copy their call sign, then send an exchange, and then hear them come back. I expect to hear them come back. It's much more difficult. It's easier for the person on the other end to, hear my exchange and hear what I'm putting in it. So yeah, that's great. So nice, one park to park, two park to parks at least, because WC1N was, Bob was sending me a lot there. Now what I'd like to do is take a really quick photo, a nice photo for the blog. We'll move it back to where I think I was before, I can't remember. Set this up nicely. Oh, people also ask why isn't this nice? How the sausage is made, Thomas's channel. I don't hide anything from you. You see all of it. Okay, let's pack up. So yeah, there we go. Let's put this up. It's made for a really fun, you know what, I put Mount Pisgah's on here. Oh well, who cares? I saw F4WBN, and I thought, I didn't work Christian today. Oh yeah, that was on one of my last activations I did with the KX2. I think my last activation I did with the KX2, in fact. Let's put the KX2 up. I think I'm going to take it this upcoming week. I'm going with a friend and his dad. Actually, it's my high school roommate, Monty. You've seen him in videos in the past, because he's gone with me on soda activations and stuff when we've gone camping. Great guy. His family's like family to me, and his dad has always wanted to go to the U.S. Air Force Museum. And even though I just got back from Dayton, like a little over a month ago, I'm going back to Dayton to go to the Air Force Museum yet again, because I just went there with my buddy Eric after Hamvention. But frankly, I can't get enough of that place, so I don't mind one bit. And it'll be wonderful spending time with him. I haven't seen his dad in a long time. So we're going up there. I'm hoping maybe I'll be able to fit in a park activation during that time. I'm not sure. Let me just send my buddies a message here real quick. QRT. Okay. Let's put this up in my pack. The rest of this will be pretty easy to do. Let's see here. Let's move you guys out. Yeah, I'm going to put these two things up in here. There we go. Yeah, I'll put this in. And let's get over here and take down the antenna, which is super easy to do. First of all, I'll grab my feed line and do the really loose figure 8 on it. I'm gonna go ahead and stuff that in my pack over here on the side. And just putting that in my pack now. Now what we have to do is go over here, and I've got to take that weight off of the line so that the antenna comes down. Now with the weight off the line, I can just grab my pack antenna from the tree and start winding. I wind the radiator on one side. Ooh, wait a minute. Yeah, no, I'll do it this way. I need to get 2 separate, I realize to make that work like I did this last time, I really need 2 separate Velcro straps. And with those straps, then I can always deploy the pack antenna with it just kind of unwinding itself as I deploy it. The trick is to keep it off the ground so I'm not getting any dirt or grime in the BNC connector, but I find that it's usually pretty easy just to pull it at the right rate that it unfurls on its own. Boom, done. Now we get the counterpoise. See how easy this antenna is to put up and take down. It's nice having the winder built into the matching unit. Does make it a little quicker. I'll grab my Velcro and put it around here. Okay. And I'll stick this in my bag. Now it's time to put up the feed line, or throw line. I always say that. I always want to call this feed line for some reason. This is super easy to do. Basically just flake it into the bag like this. It never gets tangled this way. Never. This is probably going to fall right on top of me though as I set up the camera here. Normally I move it out just a little bit so when it falls down, it doesn't literally fall down on my head, but actually it didn't fall down on my head. Gave me a little bit of space there. Whoops. Then I use that, and what I need to do, I don't have a lighter with me now. I need to trim this off and re-burn it here on the end. I just haven't done that yet. So I'll use that same knot I did before and push this through. Boom, there, done. And then I come in here, and there's actually like a little Velcro strap on the side. I'll lock it in, push this down, and then we're done. That's it. That is all there is to it. Let's move back over here. Now what I do is I make sure I've got everything I brought with me. The tripod, yeah, I don't even edit this out. Any regular subscribers know that. Now what I do is I check the site to make sure I didn't leave anything, which I know I didn't. And look at that, really pretty. Now, is that a moss or something, or is that walnut? Oh, no, that's moss. That's beautiful. I'm going to take a picture of that. I like moss. It's so pretty here, actually. But now I've got to hit the highway again, the interstate. So, this has definitely helped me decompress. Normally, I'd like to fit in also a hike or something, but I just don't have time for that quite today. I think I'll just kind of go back to the car, put everything up, hit the road, I've told my wife and daughters it's my night to pick what we watch in the evening. And I told them I want to watch some Red Dwarf. If you're not familiar with Red Dwarf, look it up. I'm taking my daughters. We're all kind of science fiction nerds in our house, and I'm introducing them to Red Dwarf sort of one season at a time. We're still in season 1. We may watch an episode or 2 tonight. I'd really like a cup of coffee right now. That'd be nice. Did I lock the door? I'm used to locking the door now because bears get in my car, but they don't do that down here. But they do it up in my house. I mean, like right before I went out for a soda activation one morning, I discovered that a bear had just like completely torn up my car. Okay, put that stuff up. And we're ready to say goodbye. This was really nice. Really nice. I'm gonna walk over here and see what their park hours are. They changed them from between summer and winter. I want to make sure that, take a picture of this so I don't forget. So they're closed on Monday again. 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and then 11 a.m. to 6 on Saturday, Sunday. Very nice. I still want to, some of you who live out in this area, I've mentioned that I'd like to do a POTA gathering out here, and I really would. But I've been so busy this summer, I haven't been able to plan it. I think I'd like to do it sort of early in the fall this year, if I can squeeze in a time to do that. It'll have to, if I'm able to do it, it'll be very, very informal. Because that's what I can fit in. Okay, hey, anyway, thank you so much for joining me today, and thanks to all of my Patreon and Coffee Fund supporters. You guys rock, you're amazing. Thank you so much. You make this possible. You make it possible for me to do these as frequently as I do, like twice a week usually. And I just really appreciate that. Because this is really fun. Very therapeutic, like I said. Sometimes it's nice to get a little radio therapy outdoors. Anyway, thanks so much. Hope you have a wonderful week ahead. And let's be kind to one another, because that's all we've got on this old planet is each other. So take care. And until next time, 7 threes.